When I was in college, I worked at a comedy club, okay? And it was owned by this guy named Freddie DeMarco. He was 100% New York Italian, and he owned a bar in the middle of Missouri. It seemed a little witness protection type stuff, but you know, nobody asked questions. Freddie was good to me. He treated me like a son. He was a mentor to me. In my senior year of college, I went to him. I said, Fred, I think when I graduate, I want to be a stand-up comedian. He's like, hey, Craig, I don't know, man. You're a wrestler, man. You're a wrestler. You know, like, comedy and wrestling, Greg, they're very different things. I'm like, yeah, Fred, I wasn't planning on wrestling the audience. Like, let me make a couple of calls, Greg. I can't promise you anything. I don't know. And then he did. He's a really cool guy. He set me up with a job in Chicago, and he was going to get me introduced in the Chicago club scene. But I told you guys, I took that job at Procter & Gamble. I chickened out, you know? And I had to tell Freddie. Like, Freddie, I took a job at Procter & Gamble. Greg, why would you do it? Man, you're going to be bored, Greg. You're going to be... I just fell asleep between the words Procter and Gamble. No, Fred, it's a good job. They're giving me a company car. Yeah, they're giving me a company car, right? That's how they trick you into being bored. You really want to sell soap the rest of your life? I'm like, I'm not selling soap. I'm actually selling peanut butter. Oh, why didn't you say so, Greg? I mean, that's an entirely different situation there. Here I think you're selling soap, but you're selling peanut butter. That's going to be a lot of excitement, Greg. I mean, think all the fun you're going to have with peanut butter. I mean, creamy one day, crunchy the next day. Greg, get in your company car and drive it off a cliff. At least you'll have 5 seconds of fun before you hit the ground. Here, come on. I worked there for 10 years, and I told you guys, I loved it. I told you guys I did, but I could never get comedy out of the back of my head, and one day I did a crazy thing. Like, I went into my boss's office, and I just quit. And Freddie was my first call, because I knew he was the only one that would understand. I go, Freddie, I did it. I quit P&G. I'm going full-time comedy. Craig, why would you do that? That's a good job, man. They gave you a company car. You said it was boring. I said that a long time ago, Greg. I mean, you're not a young guy now. I mean, your life's almost over. You're supposed to be bored, Greg. I mean, get a hobby. Play golf or something. You don't quit your job. I mean, comedy is a tough business, Greg. I mean, people don't need comedy, Greg. You know what they need? Peanut butter. They need peanut butter. There's a lot of stability in peanut butter, Greg. I tell you what, you know. Use your head. I mean, come on. I still talk to Freddie probably twice a month. I love him, you know. But I hear him every day in the back of my head. That's the voice. You guys have a voice when you mess something up? That's Freddie. When you regret something. I woke up the other day and I was like, I don't feel good. Yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds those legs together. I mean, come on. Greg, you get hungry, have a snack. Don't eat an entire barnyard animal. I mean, come on, Greg. Those things are made for a family of 5, not one man standing naked in the front of the refrigerator at 11:30 at night, shoving chickens into his fat face, rubbing chicken grease over God knows what. Greg, you make me sick. I hope you saved the wishbone. You're going to break it apart and wish you were somebody with self-respect. I want to be clear, that's not Freddie, that's me talking to myself. Like this is what goes on in my head every day. I should probably talk to somebody. I should get some help. I don't know.